Who needs a valet when you could have an automatic parking robot? It looks so small, yet so powerful. This billboard in China shows us what the future may look like if technology keeps developing at breakneck speed. If you'd like to know how they achieved this, so would we. Would you like to fly without being on an airplane? Here's an invention that can help you do that. This jetpack will allow you to see the world from on top of it. Don't forget to wear a helmet. Here's a remote-controlled shade for your car. You no longer have to go through the stress of manually covering it up. Technology only keeps making flying easier for humans. How would you like to get on this and do a bit of sightseeing? Have you ever wondered how metal nails are made? Well, here's the process, and it's likely not what you had in mind. For those of us who are rather lazy, or in fancier words, like to conserve energy, this chair will be a dream come true for us. Imagine not having to get up at all to go anywhere you want. Not only does it save you stress, but it's also so much more fun than walking. Let's be honest, who doesn't want that? Not even the greatest gymnasts or ballerinas could attain this balance. But after all, it's a robot. Here's a self-balancing robot. Look, it can even move around the rim of a mug. Wait, did this robot just roll its eyes? Well, it's a little creepy, but it looks quite real too. Not only will this robot help you add milk to your coffee, but it can also make different designs with the liquid. Just look at this perfect maple leaf, for instance. It's unbelievable. Isn't technology truly amazing? This machine can balance on it even the roundest of objects. It won't let anything fall. How cool is that? This construction robot does a job that would have otherwise taken a lot of time and an unbelievable amount of energy. You can use it to spray the ceiling and walls in very little time, and they'll be incredibly neat. This is a robot in the form of a dog. You can see that it was carefully constructed since it has the perfect proportions and build of an adult dog, like a Labrador. Its true function is not clear, but it only shows how much more we can achieve with technology. We all know about animals that can survive both in water and on land. But have you ever seen a vehicle that can do both? If not, watch this. This is a car that can turn into a boat once it gets on the water. Not only can it do that, but it can also become a speedboat when necessary. Isn't that just amazing? Bartenders just got their job made easier. This robot just uncorked over 10 beer bottles in just a few seconds. Friday nights just gained some speed. This pot can be made to stir the food in it just by turning a dial. The chef didn't even have to touch it. All he had to do was add his ingredients. And it's efficient and fast. What more could you ask for? Can you believe this? Because we can't. A bike that's covered on all sides? These robots are used to move materials around in the warehouse. They're like little errand machines that make the work of stocking, storing, and unloading so much easier. A new superpower has just been unlocked. It's the Flying Man. This is the superhero we never knew we needed, and all he had to do was get this jetpack. Look at him flying over water and skyscrapers. That shows just how much trust he has in the invention. Wouldn't you like to get your hands on one? This automated way of making a local dish is so satisfying to watch. But is it the Ethiopians' injera or the Pakistanis' chapati? We guess we'll never know. Who needs a bartender when you have a machine that calls the shots? Every night is Friday night when you have this robot. Cheers! The jobs of firefighters just got made easier with these firefighting drones. Imagine how many more lives and structures could be saved with these robots. They can also go to any heights faster than any number of firemen. Imagine how much damage could be prevented with them. They're the future of firefighting. Did we just watch this man turn into a child of Megatron and Barbie right before our very eyes? Someone needs to contact the directors of Transformers. We think they just found a new cast member. Right away, please. It seems Superman has just got himself a sidekick. This man moves around like he was made to fly, and he can even spin around midair. Doesn't he remind you of Falcon from Marvel's Captain America? That's who he reminds us of. This is a 3D building printer that can be used to draw any shape or pattern. You can use concrete and likely other building materials. This is a jet-flying car that can be manipulated to either adjust to air or to be ridden on the road. We're not sure sculptors would like to see this, but here's a robot that can be used to sculpt large and precise artworks. The world isn't short of geniuses, that's for sure. Rather than dump all that plastic at the bottom of our oceans, someone has figured out how to turn them into shreds and make them into brooms. Just look at this robot having so much fun. Even without knowing its job, you can easily guess that it has something to do with fun. Everyone, meet the robot DJ. Whoa, this robot can mimic human movement in the most precise manner. It's a bit funny to watch it dance since it has no hands or legs, but one can easily deduce what moves it's trying to make. Look, it's sturdy too, probably valid New Yorker. It's scary and almost impressive to think that in a few years, we may no longer be able to tell the difference between humans and robots. Come rain, drought, or high water, this vehicle is taking you wherever you want to go. It's called an all-road vehicle for a reason. With those gigantic tires, you just know it can withstand just about anything. This firefighting helicopter may just be the best thing since sliced bread. Being able to douse a burning house in water all the way from the top and all sides is already a major advantage. Even better, it can take water from any body of water using that pipe that's hanging from the bottom of it. Now, fires can be put out much faster and with fewer workers on board. How about a machine that works hard so you don't have to? All it does is place the boxes in a proper position, which at that speed would have required a few men. This is an underwater gadget that helps you gain momentum and keeps you moving beneath the water surface. It's so much more fun because you don't have to use too much strength. A warehouse that has more than one of these machines hardly needs any workers. Since it can carry the weight of about 5 workers in one round, it's a done deal. Here's a riddle for you. How many taps do you need at one kitchen sink? According to this video, you need about 5, all of them at different angles and releasing water with different forces. This woman just washed a glass of what looked like tar, and we have to admit, it works. But will the water bills agree with that much water for a glass? This new method of automatic cooking may rob a chef of all his joys. There's a pot, an automatic stir, and even a button to automatically pour the ingredients. What in the name of technology just happened? One might have thought the robot gave up at first, but before you could say Rubik's, the cube was already fixed. Well, there isn't much left to do for that man. He may have been amazed, but he sure didn't learn anything. Packaging just got easier for garment-making factories with this machine. In mere seconds, the machine folds the clothes in the neatest fashion, packages them in the brand nylon, and seals them perfectly. And voila! You have a product ready to be sold. Here is another auto cooker, but just with a stirrer this time. This chef, however, seems to be enjoying his time with the robot. It even has a flambe option. This is Motorola's rollable mobile phone. You can change its length from 5.1 inches to 6.5 inches just by pressing on the power button. Is that cool, or is it unnecessary? This welding robot has the most incredible precision. Just watch it at work. With this machine, you reduce the manpower needed for a welding job and improve your efficiency. This robot has an even more incredible sense of balance than a tightrope worker. We can't imagine how much work must have gone into attaining that, but it sure is worth it. This machine can turn to whatever direction the sun is shining from as quickly as shown in this video. Admittedly, the sun wouldn't change direction as fast as that, but it shows how efficient its sensors are. Serving and drinking margaritas just became even more fun than usual with this party-dispensing octopus. It was all done with 3D printing. Are you ready to get lit? This robot can sense and replicate the movement of the person beside it. How does it do this? With an electromagnetic sensor or a tracking camera. What do you think about it? We're pretty sure this machine can hold air. How else did it hold something so fragile without breaking it? This is a welding robot, and we're pretty sure it just did the smoothest weld ever. Welders must be shaking in their boots right now, but not to worry, you can't be replaced. Instead of trying to learn impossible balance and having several accidents with a bar tray, this new cup holder just made things easier for waiters and bartenders. It can carry up to 6 glasses, and it also has a handle for ease. What more could they ask for? Is this a dismantleable cooker that works with a power bank? That is as interesting as it is scary. The varying intensity of the flames is impressive, but what happens when the power bank runs out of battery? Does it fizzle out gently or worse? It seems this small plane was just launched before the audience, as you can hear in their claps and cheers. It looks pretty cool to us for solo flying. What do you think? Can you believe your eyes? These digital artworks are jaw-dropping. That first crumple of the windows may even be heart-stopping if a driver sees it at the wrong time. It's incredible to think that we can now create such real illusions. With technology, there's no limit to what we can make. These robots look so human that you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Look, that one even has braids. However, when the man turns them on and off, you get to see that they're machines. We've got to admit that this robot looks more like a centaur than a human, but does it get the job done? Yes, it does. Its odd back legs allow it to bend to different heights, as can be seen in this video, to retrieve any objects. You can often mistake its front for its back, but it does what it's supposed to. Remember Bots, the restaurant in the popular Sam and Cat show? Well, someone just brought it to life in Japan. This restaurant uses robot services to serve its customers. Isn't that so cool? Meet Samsung Bot Handy, a helping hand around your home. This friendly robot can help you with several little chores around the house, like setting the table, arranging the dishes after you're done washing, or even pouring you a glass of wine. It uses artificial intelligence to understand the shape of objects, deduce where they belong, and arrange them. With the way this robotic firefighting system works, the last place you want it is in your kitchen. Do you want to make some stir-fried spaghetti? Or do you need some veggies for your creamy pasta? Well, all you need is this stir. It's so fast. This pair of scissors, in addition to having 2 blades, also have lasers to add precision. Talk about making a clean cut. Is that a portal key for the greatest ancient movie of all time, or is it military technology?